chocolatier and Chef Gerard Mendis. This is something with, 15 days to Christmas? Let me ask you both this question. Now, we are very used to the traditional, I'm talking about the home cooks here, guys. They're making the yellow rices, the beef curries, the chicken curries, the egg salads, the potato salads, the must-have brinjal moju, and that kind of thing. With this economic situation and the crisis, looking from a perspective of a home cook, how can you improve these dishes? What can you do better? Of course, you've got to have a bit of imagination, but think of on an average, how can you take it to the next level? How can you change the menu for Christmas?
It all depends also on what ingredients are available.
Mm-hmm.
And most homes traditionally have their Christmas table set up, which they prepare on Christmas Eve and of course 25th, which is the turkey is a very traditional.
I'm talking about in Sri Lanka.
In Sri Lanka?
Yeah.
In Sri Lankan food, is it?
Yeah, in Sri Lanka. That's where I mentioned, the Sri Lankan Christmas table, or
Yeah. So even in the Christmas table, you normally have I'm talking about the sweet part, the traditional Christmas cake,
mm-hmm.
Things like even love cake and stolen and things are more of a European influence. But we have that European influence a lot in the local dishes that you do during Christmas. But I would say that most every cook at home have their own style and their signature dishes that they put out for Christmas.
And their own recipes as
well. And these are some of the recipes that also help us. We also learn from some of the tasting that we have done in these places. A lot of people bring their stuff even to me and say, Gerard, why don't you try it and give some tips on what you think about it. So it's very traditionally there's a lot of home cooking that goes on, and now you can see a lot of. I'm talking about in very recent times, probably the last 2-3 years, especially after COVID, where there have been a lot of home chefs that have been developed. They've developed themselves and gone into Uber and online ordering, and quite a huge area there.
They become influencers now.
Exactly, and we have also done some competitions very recently and seen. These dishes that were presented, which are really good quality. And we ourselves, the Chef Skill, we do a huge event every year called Culinary Art Cafe and Food Expo 25 is happening.
Right.
We have done a special category.
If you could elaborate on, just touch on that.
Yeah, just a quick one as what you asked about the Sri Lankan community, all that.
Yeah.
The most important thing is, you see, for Christmas or whatever festival, our focus should be something exotic.
Yeah.
When you call exotic, what's exotic to me is different to somebody else.
Yeah.
So I suppose, as you said, the yellow rice and the mojus, all that.
Yeah.
So you can deviate from all these things because one focus could be the method of cooking that they apply. You don't need these big ovens and all those things in a normal house where you can do a lovely pot roast. You can use your clay pot. And slow cooking, do a pot roast. You don't have to use turkey, you can use chicken.
Yeah.
But in Sri Lanka, everybody wants to have the curry, but try to get away from that. Go into a dry cooking style.
Fry and cook it most probably.
Fry and cooking, something like that. And also, as you said, the yellow rice is like typical yellow rice. But we do have in our own garden using all our local herbs, such as the coriander, the karapincha, the rampa, and especially the lemongrass.
A touch of ghee into that.
Exactly.
And saute that for about 5 minutes.
Exactly. No,
Shall I stop?
So you're making me hungry too. Yeah. So you can take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And also, as I said, the methods of cookery where you don't have to keep on frying and doing all those things. Just bake a little of the what do you call the eggplant. And so many other vegetables that can be.
And eggplant itself, by a vegetable, is a thing you can do so much with.
Definitely.
Right.
Quite different dishes. Yes.
Quite enlightening. Thanks, guys. We got to check into your news highlights.
Gold FM proudly presents the Gypsy King live in concert. Get your tickets now on gettickets.lk. For more information, call 0775 888 065.